Well, I mean, let's have the conversation. Actually, fuck it, let's do it. Um, I can sit here and say that I'm honest enough that the reason I have a hard time in my faith is I just don't know how I'm supposed to comprehend having conversations with something that doesn't talk back to me. And that's where I get the whole thing of faith has to come in,
right. And I'm the same with you,
like
though.
that. But I'll be honest, man. The older I get, I watch like one of my old clients. He died of pancreatic cancer last week, and I actually met this man because his husband trained with me for a few years, and his husband lost a man to cancer before him.
No, man.
Dude, cancer's like growing like crazy. Yeah. And I watched him, this guy, dude, will give you the shirt off's back, was just, he was a very sweet, nice man. And then you got some pedo fuck that just, I want to throw through the wood chipper feet first. You know what I mean? Like on the opposite. And I look, and I think that's where I get hard to rationalize.
Yep.
Like, you know, just reading like some like real fucked up stories that like, especially the pedo shit and things like that, that I'm like, fuck. Like, it's all, I'm like, this shit really exists. Like, it's disheartening. And I just feel like, you know, with the time and day and age, all the fighting, all the wars, all the bullshit, if you removed God, you removed a lot of problems in the world. And therefore, it can't make rational sense to me anymore. I'm like, why is this all loving God allowing all these wars? I get the faith argument, all this stuff, but I just need more. And there, you can't ever supply more. And I often wonder now, as I've gotten older, and I've done enough psychedelics, that I think the actual hard problem of dealing with spirituality is the fact that we are that really alone and we're not meant to really comprehend.
Well, correct.
You know, so
and
you just kind of go.
And you know, for that, I think I will say this. I've lived with someone with really strong faith, and they are able to cope with things better. Because no matter what, God is going to take care of them. And I think that is so powerful. And my son, even though I'm not really into going to church and all that, the weekends I have him, I take him because it's super important to him and his mother. And I don't want him stressed out that he misses it. So we go.
Wait. That's a good co-parenting there, ladies and gentlemen. Just as a good reminder there that you still do that for your kids.
Yes, because I don't want
people would not do
I don't
that.
want him stressed.
No.
He has not asked me about my beliefs yet. I think he kind of knows that I don't really, you know, yeah. But I go and I take him and make sure that he gets there. So if he has that, my point in telling you that is, if he has that faith in his life and it makes the life just a little bit less stressful, maybe I wish I had that, but I just was never exposed to it. And I know you can get it at any point in your life, but there's never been an aha moment for me. I'm just going to be honest with you. My brain goes, I'm talking to no one. How can Buddhist and this religion and all these think they're right? Because they do. They can't all be right. And then I went to a Baptist revival once when I was in college because I was studying it. I had a double major. I was a sociology major and economics, and I called it my fun major and my unfun major. And so I went and I was doing a sociological, I don't want to say experiment, but I was watching, I was observing. And the main message of it at the end of the day, they had all these children in the audience, and they showed 4 skits. And one of them was this guy who didn't believe in God, or at least bring him into his life before he died. He gave to charities. He was a great father. He was a great husband, but he didn't say, I accept God. So when he died, the stage goes dark and the devil comes out and takes him down to hell. There's a guy over here who's a womanizer. He drinks. He killed some woman driving drunk. But on his deathbed, he goes, I accept Christ. And here are the gates of heaven open, and he goes up. I'm sorry. At the end, then they had these kids come down. They go, who's ready to accept Christ? Well, every kid's like, me. Like, you know, they don't have to be good. They don't do anything other than just say, I accept Christ. And they don't have to go with this scary guy. It just seemed like brainwashing to me.